There are people who said that I took the fertilizer to my farm.
But where did you send the fertilizer? Because we know that all constituencies were given some fertilizer.
I never went.
So that of Tamale.
Ebusianfo, welcome to this quick one, adding to the breaking news about what just happened. Helicopter crash. I involved some 8 people, out of whom about 6 are senior members of this government. 2 ministers, senior ministers at more cabinet level, a former minister, a former 2 former ministers, 4, and the parliamentary candidate, and some soldiers, military men, our male pilots. Now, what is the matter? Assembly said, we are now getting to know updates. Now, I just came across the last interview, very last interview, Honorable Ibrahim Mohammed Murtala, our Tamale Central MP, or no Minister of Environment. No. The last interview, Endra ya, power 93 or so, Tamale Honum, now on foot. Now, Uko Ties and Okna Okasano. I say, Ayobia, only still listening achievements. Only still listening achievement. Now, I say, Obia on him say, Ebia Bibi Babesi or something like that. When you listen to the way he was speaking. So when I came across this files, it was quite interesting because now all listy the achievements be so I who were anyhow now can say incofobi say Hajj according to or incofobi dim free when you be a dear frame or sponsor nipa bear 15 on one a tia and or see so or say what we say or yeah obi from so and I say if he had offended anybody, the person should come and say it. He's willing to apologize. What could this mean? What could this mean? As you know, we are still gathering more evidence, more information about this whole thing that has happened. But this is one of the latest things that has come up. Did he know something like this was going to happen? Did he know he was living in his final moments? I leave you to decide for yourself as you listen to this interview, the last interview Honorable Murtala ever held until his sudden demise earlier today in a painful helicopter crash. I'll see you in the next one.
There are people who said that I took the fertilizer to my farm.
But where did you send the fertilizer? Because we know that all constituencies were given some fertilizer.
I never went.
So that of Tamale Central, where did it go?
Governor, I never went for the fertilizer. You remember when they were giving it? Myself and Honorable Edebao, we said we should not take this fertilizer. So when others were taken, I did it. It was when they drew my attention that I went for the fertilizer and gave it to the party executives to distribute. But because others were distributing and I didn't go for it. Then when my attention was drawn to the fact that they were distributing the fertilizer, other MPs went for it. Then I went for it and gave it to the party. You can ask the entire executive of the party. But prior to that, someone had told some chairman that I took the fertilizer to my farm in Yaba. What's the name? Governor. Yaba, my fertilizer in Yaba. In fact, and there was even this siblings for maize. They even said I went to Yaba and brought them. I don't farm maize. It's just rice. And all these things were said. That's why I'm saying that on the day of judgment, if you don't like me, but don't lie. I have no hand whatsoever. And you can ask Elijah's phone, you have callers out there, so call them and ask them whether I ever had any discussion with any of them to remove anybody's name.
Wow.
But it was every out there that I asked that they delete people's names. Ask them. And I'm saying that I'm challenging you, call any of them. Look, Governor, when I meet you, I'll show you text messages I sent to some of the leadership. This is the story that is going. Have I ever asked any of you? And they responded in negative, no. But it was out there, to tarnish my image. And they didn't even stop here. They went to Mecca, where you went there seeking Allah's forgiveness. And they were saying it there that I remove people's names on the day of judgment. So Governor, look, a whole lot of things have happened. But I'm saying that I realize that it's an attempt to distract me. what is important is I have started. I'm saying that the jobs I have created, as I talked to you, Governor, yesterday, after the people I got who came for interview, because jobs, they must be justified. If you want to help anybody, that person must go through interview. The person of them to go, they couldn't even go. And I'm saying this on air. I asked Alaji Scones, you can ask him whether I participated in getting anybody's name out. But it was out there. They even went to Mecca and said that I have actually removed people's names when they knew that I had no hands whatsoever in it. The people I sent, Governor, 15 people to Hajj. 15, you can ask Alaji Star. I paid the money. 15 people. Look, I'll tell you one thing. There's a gentleman. He's not even a branch executive. He has never held any party position. I sent him to Hajj. I paid. Because the guy supported. Look, Governor, when we were doing the campaign, I was there, and then my organizer came to me with a gentleman. With money, with like this is assistance. Frankly, I was touched. I was touched because this is a man who he's not a politician, he's not even interested in politics. He's just someone who is a beginner. I was touched. So I made a pledge to myself that this man, inshallah, I'll send him to Hajj. I paid. And he was shocked. Governor, but it was everywhere that I deleted people's names. Wallahi, when they knew, I had no hands whatsoever.
Those who were working at the airport as the boys around and all those ones.
Yes,
you didn't delete any name.
Absolutely, they know those who said it. Ask Elijah Scones. He was the one in charge. I never. You can call Collins Dowda. Look, let me tell you. There was one man, and I'll tell you something. There was one man I remember when the old man came to Tamale, and the man came, and the old man. I remember I was there, and then the old man said, "Oh, this man, when he do one high time, remind me." Do you know the man was added in the government protocol, couldn't go? I paid for the man. I paid. Alhamdulillah. Look, Governor, and let me state this. Last year, and I've said this publicly, my rice, I made a profit of almost 1 million Ghana cedis.
Wow.
So,
Comes to you. Yes.
Governor, I don't want to express your anger, your frustration. But if you go ahead jumping from one radio station to another, it means that there's an agenda beyond just that. And the point I'm making is that I would have an appropriate response at the appropriate time. But what I'm simply saying, you see, growing up and maturing, I have learned a lot to be extremely patient.
Yeah.
Even that if I want to speak out, some people would run away from Tamale. but I know, look, Governor, I know where all these things are coming from, to be very honest. I'm aware, but you see, I know that truth stands. What you see? So for someone to say that I've neglected Zegbele, look, this year I was adding another borehole to Zegbele, and the executives know. The people came, they went around, and we couldn't find water at the places they wanted it. You can ask them. Now, why would someone say that I have neglected Zegbele when they know that even the roads in Zegbele shall be starting very soon? When they know that even this year, as one of the first areas I wanted to start with the additional boreholes, Zegbele was one of the areas. When they know that I have provided jobs for people in Zegbele, and when they know that even if I could use 37,000 Ghana cedis, 370 million, to buy a yellow for somebody in that area 2 weeks ago, I didn't even make noise out of it. I never didn't hear that. Did I even do a presentation? Because it was a secret given. I didn't even do any presentation for anybody to see. And mind you, there were 2 yellows. You know, there's a gentleman in Ababu. He led the defection of a lot of the MPP guys to me. And I didn't do that because he defected. When they defected, I told him, what can I do for you? And he told me what he needs. Because he was a driver, he doesn't have vehicle. If he gets yellow. And Allah says in the Quran that when 2 people make a promise, that He, Allah, is the witness. So it was a promise I made to him. So there were 2 yellows about 37,000 Ghana cedis. I gave one to that gentleman from Ababu, and I gave one to this gentleman. It was on the same day they were delivered.